Hi guys, welcome back to another Get Ready With Me. This is kind of, I wouldn't even say kind of a full face of new makeup actually. I have some new makeup, some just random makeup. I actually am getting ready to go somewhere. As you probably already know, the majority of us when we do a Get Ready With Me are just getting ready to edit the Get Ready With Me, but today I'm actually going somewhere, believe it or not. So anyways, I figured we would sit down, chat, do our makeup together, or I do my makeup, you do your dishes, whatever it may be. Let's go ahead and get started. So I did get micro needling about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days ago. So I've been keeping it really light on the makeup. I wore makeup for the first time yesterday and I haven't really even been doing that much skincare, just some really light stuff. So I'm going to start with a little bit of moisture or light moisture. This is from La Roche-Posay. It is their Toleriane Ultra 8, which is a hydrating concentrate daily soothing. So I've been using this. I've been using the Bioderma water just to keep my skin hydrated. It doesn't have the most gentle mist, but it is actually a really nice product, and I don't really use it, like I wouldn't use it to set my makeup or anything, and that's not really the point of it. So I do like it for a nice bit of hydration. And I think you'll see, like, my skin looks pretty good considering I had a bunch of small needles in my face. If you're curious to see the process, I uploaded my first ever IGTV, so I'll link to that down below if you want to see it. But so far I don't notice a huge difference in my skin. I got it done at the Beauty Clinic, which is like an offset of Shoppers Drug Mart. They have two clinics now at Don Mills and in Oakville where they do like fillers and more like medical facial treatment. So I've gotten a peel and I've gotten the micro needling, but it's only been a couple days, so my skin still needs to heal. Then I'm going to be using the NYX Bare With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. I used this for the first time today. I was wearing makeup earlier today and removed it. I was testing out the Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil, I believe they're calling it. And this is really nice. I feel like if you have a combo to oily skin type, even though it is hydrating, I think you'll still really like it because it is this jelly texture. It's not like super silicone-y, and as you rub it into your skin, it kind of absorbs really nicely and it feels hydrating. So if you have a foundation that is like too matte, it makes your skin look a little bit flat. I feel like this is going to be a really nice base. So it feels really good. Interesting texture. I swear the moment I sit down here, any plan I had for the video goes out the window. So I was like, I'm gonna like swatch both of these on my face before I prime and then remove the foundation and then go in with primer and stuff. And I always forget to do whatever I planned out to do. But what I have here is the brand new foundation from Benefit. It is their Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation. So I've got two shades. When I reviewed the first Hello Happy, I reviewed shade 7, which is a good shade match for me, but I've got a lot of color lately. So or over the past like 6-7 months, I've just been quite a bit darker than normal. So I'm gonna swatch 7 on my face and 8, see what happens. I have not tried this yet, and I will do a full review on this as well. Comes with a pump and a glass bottle. Let us see. 7. I honestly feel like I'd be somewhere in between, which is so annoying. I hate when that happens, but it is definitely not uncommon. I'm gonna mix them together for today, but I will report back. I think I'm somewhere in between. I think I'm like a 7.5. I know this isn't necessarily helpful. If you were to go out and purchase it, then you have to go buy 2 if you're trying to match what I'm doing right now, but I'll keep playing around. When it comes to my review, I'll give you a better shade match or let you know if I do have to mix. But just where I'm actually leaving the house right now, I'm not trying to look like I'm wearing the wrong foundation. They also sent a sponge, which I didn't realize they were coming out with a sponge. It's pretty dense in my opinion. So it's not like an exact Beauty Blender dupe. I still like Beauty Blender better over this. I can just tell before I even use it. And I like my Eco Tools better. It's not bad. It's not like super hard, but it's a little bit dense. But this foundation looks really nice. I haven't worn the other Benefit one in a while, so I can't directly compare, but for my concealer, I'm going to use this one from Milani. It's the Conceal and Perfect. I picked this up. I did like a Shoppers online order a little while back, and I can't remember if I've used it. I know the shade match isn't great. I kind of bought it like not really knowing what my shade would be. This is shade 140 Pure Beige. I don't know why I would think Pure Beige, but anyways. The Plythe of me always buying concealer shades, and then you guys are like, I can't believe you've made that shade work. blend, my friends. But I really want to try their stick foundation. I haven't seen that yet, but I realized I hadn't really tried this when I was going through my concealer drawer. I did a best drugstore concealers video a week ago now, and I was like, oh, I haven't tried that Milani one, because I was like, I can't really, because I thought like, oh, people might ask if I like it, if they're like, oh, you did mention the Milani one, and I was like, I have no thoughts on that, so let's try it today. I'm gonna do a little bit of cream blush. This is so pretty. Again, I wore this for the first time earlier today, testing out the line, the Bare With Me Hydrating Cheek Tint from NYX, and I like this, just draw it on like with the stick, and then I think it looks best when you blend it out with your fingers. I try to brush and I try to sponge, and I think fingers is the best because it is really truly a tint. It's not like a cream or anything like that. Like, it's just so light. It's like a lip stain almost for your cheeks, and but it doesn't have too greasy of a texture at all. I think it's really pretty. For my highlighter, I cannot get enough of this. For my cream highlights, the Guerlain Terracotta highlighting stick in gold, and it is just gorgeous. This was in my most recent monthly favorites. And blend it out. I'm vlogging this week. I want to get back into more weekly vlogging. I wasn't doing it very much, but I really enjoy it, and a lot of you have said you enjoyed it too, whether I'm covering my weight loss, or a lot of you just kind of say like, I appreciate a weekly vlog that's not like super glamorous and crazy and something relatable, because sometimes I'm afraid my weekly vlogs are just like not that crazy. But I don't know, there's something about vlogs where I feel like really monotonous things can be enjoyable, or just kind of regular, or it's just like nice to see some variety. So I'm gonna be vlogging this week. Nothing crazy really happening as of right now. I am waiting to hear back on that cat. If you've been following me on Instagram, following the Emily saga. Oh, so pretty. To set my under eye, this is not new, but I've been loving it, the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. But yeah, I have wanted a Sphinx cat forever, and you could say I put it out in the universe, because in my, well, I talk about it all the time, but in my Canadian brands video, I mentioned that Sphinx cats are Canadian and how much I want one. And then I think the next day or 2 days later, I found, or I follow this Sphinx cat breeder on Instagram or Facebook, and they posted, they were like, here's Emily, she's being retired, she's 8 years old, she's a super sweet, quiet cat, low energy, loves people. And I was like, ding 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 ding. So we will see. Gonna use shade 8 of the powder foundation from Benefit, because I've always wanted a Sphinx cat. Something about them really appealed to me. Like, even before I got Rue, Sphinx cat was what I wanted. And I've never even met one in real life, but they have amazing personalities. They're super smart, they love people, and they just seem like amazing cats. But first of all, they're so expensive, and after I adopted Rue, I had to like get Nems on board with having Rue, because he never had a pet growing up, and that was the whole thing. And I don't know, I didn't make it a priority, but it was also always something I really wanted. So when she popped up, I was like, this is perfect, because I specifically wanted a breeding cat. Oh, I did pick out a bronzer to wear. I've been wearing this bronzer a lot from Benefit, the caramel, so I'm just gonna wear this with the hula brush. But I wanted a breeding cat because somebody told me, and I've read up on it, that breeding cats, like, these are cats that are used as breeders, like Rue was as well. She was a breeding cat that was like surrendered to a shelter that I found in Newfoundland. They have really good temperaments, they're super cuddly, they love people, they're really chill. So I was like, this is perfect. So we'll see. It's down to me and a couple other people. There's been a lot of interest in her. We will see how it goes. Trying not to get invested, but I really am. And then at the same time, I'm like worried for Rue. I've been wearing this blush a ton. It is really similar to the Buxom blush that I love in Mykonos, and Swiss Dot from The Balm, RIP. It is from Annabelle, and it's in the shade Spring Petal. So very, very similar. I don't find it has the exact same longevity as those two blushes, but really similar color. So if you're kind of craving that and you only want to spend drugstore money, this is it, my friends. I'm wearing it a lot, but I'm worried for Rue because she's obviously so spoiled, and from what I've gathered, she's not huge on other cats either. Definitely nothing high energy. So I'm thinking if they're both really low energy, they can just like chill together. Give me a little retired breeding cat home. I'm also just wearing this choker. It's like a necklace that I've just kind of loosely tied around my neck. So see how that highlight is sticking through even though I have like no powder over it? It looks so good. So yeah, I don't want to stress Rue out too much. I don't want to stress little Emily out too much. She's only 6 pounds. Rue is 11 pounds. Like, well, Rue was like 6 when I adopted her, and then when I got her spayed, she gained 5 pounds because she was 5 years old when I spayed her, and she gained it all in her stomach. So she has like tiny paws, a tiny head, and then like big gut that I love to grab. Okay, I'm gonna move you in to do the eyes. I have no particular eyeshadow palette. I wanted to do a yellow look because that new ColourPop palette came out. I still might buy it, but I've seen a bunch of people doing yellow looks. Specifically, Bailey B did a yellow look with a pink lip, and I think that's the vibe I'm going for here today. And then my friend Shell, she also did a yellow eye look, and I was like, okay, I need to do yellows because I love yellows on the eyes. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with the e.l.f. All Day Stay eyeshadow primer. I have been testing this out, not extensively, but I have tested this a couple times now, and I definitely like it. So a good affordable option if you have oily eyelids like myself. This seems like it's doing a good job. Don't put down too much of it, but put it down and let it just set. Because when I first put it on, I was like, oh, it's super greasy, but just give it a minute and then go in with your shadow. Not like a full minute, but just, you know, a couple seconds. I have my Makeup Geek palette here, which I reached for because there's some kind of yellowy oranges in here. So I'm going to start with this shade, which I have no idea what it is. It's kind of orangey. Let's see. Early Bird. And I'm also going to put this brown, which is Frappe. So yeah, my biggest concern was that I was being selfish for wanting a second cat, and I don't want to make Rue feel bad, and I don't want to stress out Emily, but at the same time, I think that because they're kind of have similar personalities, which it doesn't always work out, but they could just keep each other company and be really chill, because especially when we go away, Rue has such bad anxiety, and she, like, as funny as it is that she's like yelling at us for a week straight, she is really truly stressed out, because I think where she was more or less abandoned, and she is such a smart, affectionate cat, it really affects her. So I think it could be good for them to have each other, but at the same time, I don't want to stress them out unnecessarily. So it's out of my hands now, waiting to hear back from them to see who they decide is gonna get little Emily. I love her name. So that was the Frappe, going in with some of the Early Bird now. I don't want it to get too orangey brown, but at the same time, I need a little definition in there for the yellow. I love my Makeup Geek palette, by the way. I love the selection of shades in here. It's surprisingly not crazy warm. Like, there's not a ton of warm browns in here. I don't know, I just think it's kind of got some cool colors in here. Same as my ColourPop custom palette. I like that too. If I was to ever do a custom palette, it'd be something along the lines of like this / my ColourPop one. Remember this palette? It is the NYX Off Tropic. In a video a while back, I used just this mustardy shade, just that, in the crease on the lid, and it was the most beautiful look. So I don't want to repeat that, but I am going to put some of it down just because it is such a strong yellow base, and I don't want to put down a white base, man. It's just, I'm so... and this might be bad to say, but I feel like you might be the same way too. It's just, I'm so not a perfectionist when it comes to my makeup. Like, I'm just not going to be at the cut, crease, blah, blah, blah game, because I just, first of all, I don't want to, and I just don't care enough. You know, some people are so good at it and they'll take so much time, but I just don't want to do that. So if you came here for a cut crease, I apologize. But I just like more simple eye looks, I don't know. And not that putting on a white base is hard, and I have done it in the past, but I know that this acts beautifully without it, so I'm taking the most minuscule amount of that primer and patting it, not rubbing it, because I don't want to disturb the shadow that's already there and make everything like a greasy mess. But I do want to put down some more yellow. I'm going to take the yellow out of this e.l.f. palette. I've been using a lot of these. This is the 18 Hit Wonders one. And let's see how this goes. You know what? Fingers. Not as impactful as I wanted. Maybe I should have done the white. There's a reason people do it. But it's actually, you know what? I like that. Oh, I love yellow. And like, it's not, I don't think this is like crazy unwearable or anything like that. Like, it doesn't have to be wild. Especially, like, not to toot my own horn, but on my skin tone, I think it looks great. Just gonna wet my brush a bit. And this is Makeup Geek Lemon Drop. Just gonna brighten it up a little bit, and it has some shimmer in there. I actually repurchased this because I think I broke it when I was filming a Makeup Geek eyeshadow collection video in like 2016 and then I repurchased it. You know what? I'm gonna bring it into the corner. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So I was gonna do liner, but I'm just gonna actually skip it, I decided. I don't want to cover up that yellow. So I'm doing just brow gel. My brows definitely need a thread, but where I got micro needling last week, I didn't want to and irritate my skin, so excuse them, although they're not too bad. I did tweeze a little on Saturday, which I shouldn't have, but I had to. For my mascara, I'm going to use this new one from Rimmel. It is their Wonderluxe mascara. Full-bodied volume and care mascara. Maybe it has, I guess it has something in it to nourish. Cannot talk and put on mascara. But I have used this a couple times and I really like it. I wasn't sure the brush looks... Camera cut me off. I don't know when it cut me off, but I was saying that I wasn't sure about this Rimmel mascara because it has like, I don't know, short bristles and it's plastic and looks kind of small, but it gives a lot of volume. See? Okay, so I brought you back out. We're gonna highlight. I forgot to do that earlier. I'm using the Maybelline Puma highlighter. Sorry. It's so good. But stay tuned for a video because I will be doing a current drugstore staples video, and if you never got your hands on this highlighter, it may be of interest to you. Wink wink nudge nudge, but I don't know when that's going up, so probably shouldn't say anything about it. But I freaking love this highlighter. I put a little in the inner corner as well, although no, I don't want to ruin the yellow. I'm gonna set my face. I meant to do it before I applied mascara using the Urban Decay De-Slick. I prefer the all-nighter, but I'm all out of it, so De-Slick it is. And lining my lips. This is ColourPop Obvi, which has been a favorite of mine lately. A little more rosy pink than BFF3, which is a little more browny. I have a literal pile of pink lipsticks here that are potentials, and they're all gonna be in my favorite pink lipsticks videos, which is coming. I've done favorite red lipsticks, favorite nude glosses. I'm gonna do favorite nude lipsticks. These will all be in my favorite pink lipsticks. They're all very similar shades. I think I'm gonna go with the classic MAC Girl About Town. Look at the point to it. That's how much I used it. I bought this in Newfoundland years and years and years ago, too long ago really for me to still be using it, but a friend who went to like Calgary or something, I was like, can you buy me a MAC lipstick while you're gone? Because we still don't have a MAC in Newfoundland. We got a Sephora the year I moved. It's perfect. It's less matte. For some reason I remember this being matte, but it's amplified, right? Okay, so here is the finished look. Something kind of fun and summery, but I still feel like it's wearable, which I mean is a very relative term, but I will continue to test out the Benefit Foundation along with the NYX Bare With Me line, so stay tuned for full reviews on both of those. I just reviewed the Makeup Forever powder foundation. If you missed that, I said that weird, so I will link to that down below, but otherwise let me know if you're like a yellow eyeshadow gal. Give it a try. Like there's, I just think it's so fun and bright, but not like crazy bright. I definitely could have taken it up a little bit, but like I said, I'm not feeling like I want to get too detailed and white basey with my makeup tonight. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!